Hello, thanks for joining me. Today I'm going to make a sweet potato pie. I'm calling this my holiday edition. I posted my cornbread dressing night before last, and I've got my sweet potatoes here that I'm fixing to peel. If you don't want to use whole sweet potatoes, you can use the canned sweet potatoes. This recipe calls for 2 pounds of sweet potatoes, and I baked mine for an hour and 20 minutes. It calls for 1 12-ounce can of evaporated milk. I'm using 2 10-ounce two 5-ounce cans. It calls for a half a cup of brown sugar, a half a cup of granulated sugar. I'm using Swerve. It's an artificial sweetener, so my husband can enjoy it a little bit more. 3 eggs lightly beaten, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of vanilla, and a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. And I've got all my ingredients out, and I'm going to peel my potatoes, and I'll be back. Okay, you'll need a pie shell that is unbaked. You will bake it with your filling in it. I've got my sweet potatoes cut up. I'm going to put my stick of butter in there, which has been out, so it is softened. I put my eggs in warm water to get them at room temperature. And I got my evaporated milk. The last thing I put in is my eggs so that I can taste it to see if it's sweet enough. And I've learned all that by trial and error. So I'm going to put my cinnamon in. I'm going to put my nutmeg in. I'm going to put my vanilla in. It's 2 teaspoons. It's a half a teaspoon of nutmeg, 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. I've got a half a cup of brown sugar and a half a cup of regular sugar. I've got Swerve. I'm going to see if my husband likes it. I clean the tops of my milk off. Any cans I use out of a store, I clean off before opening. I just feel like it's better for you. It's at least safer anyways. And I'm going to mix this up. My pie crust is in the refrigerator. Evaporated milk makes a lot of things taste better. It's better in macaroni and cheese. It's better in mashed potatoes. In my pumpkin pie, I use condensed milk. And sometimes I use cream cheese. And I'm going to get me a spoon out so I can taste this. Because I've beaten my eggs lightly. I've got my oven on 350. Well, it's on 400. I need to bump it down. Not bad, but I'm going to put more sugar in it. If my husband wasn't a diabetic, I would put brown sugar in it, but I'm going to put the Swerve in it. And this is what that looks like. Swerve. It's an artificial sweetener, 0 calories. I used white lily on my pie crust. The eggs will be what gives it its consistency and the texture. And it will cook them up. Or cook it up. Let me see if that's enough sugar. It's a lot of cinnamon. I'm going to put some more Swerve in it. I would put a whole half a cup of brown sugar in it if my husband wasn't a diabetic. Sweet enough right there. You could not tell that's an artificial sweetener at all. Like I said, the egg will give it its texture. Let me put my oven on 350. Okay, I've gotten my pie crust out of the refrigerator. I'm going to pour this in my pie crust, and anything left over I'm going to put in an oven safe dish and bake it, because I know this is going to be a lot for this. It would probably make 2 9-inch pies. This is not your standard 9-inch pie pan. And like I said, I've got a little oven right here. I don't break it. And it will rise up because it does have the eggs in it. I'm going to put it on a cookie sheet. I'll put this in the oven and it'll cook for about an hour, and I'll show it to you when I get done. You will want your pie filling to be runny when you pour it into your pie shell. What you're looking for after about an hour is if it shakes and just the center of it jiggles just slightly. It's going to form together, and it's going to, it won't be runny. The eggs in it will cook. Here comes my kitty. The eggs in it will cook. It'll rise a little bit, and it'll just be a little jiggly if you shake it in the middle of it. I'd like to thank all my new subscribers while I'm at it. If you haven't yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell to be notified of any videos I upload. This is the week before Thanksgiving, and I'm going to be uploading quite a few videos. My next pie will be pecan pie or pumpkin pie, because I'm going to do both of them. And I like to cook the week before Thanksgiving so that we're not trying to eat everything the day of or the week of. So I always think that's a pretty good idea, because these pies only keep up to 4 days, and you want to keep anything with egg in it in the refrigerator. I'm going to make my vanilla wafer cake for my father-in-law, and I'll probably cook my turkey breast on video. I want to make some homemade cranberry sauce, and I'll do that on video because I'll probably give it a test run before Thanksgiving. But I just wanted to let y'all know that, and as soon as my pie's done and I get it out, I'll show it to you. See how it rose up. And I tasted the one that's in the little baking dish that I got, and it tastes really good. And like I said, tonight when I get home and I cut this, I'll do it on video. Thanks for subscribing. Hit that notification bell, and thanks for joining me. I'll see you later. This is my sweet potato pie. The guys are eating it all. I was a little late coming in the other night, so I didn't record me tasting it. But you can see the texture of it. The crust is flaky, flaky. It's the pie crust. So you ought to try it. It's a really good pie. The guys love it. And I tasted it, and it is good. It's really good. So if you try it, let me know. Thank you.